So you want to increase your breast milk supply like it's flowing from the land of milk and honey. Well, I'm going to help you do that with today's video. We are going to make the most popular recipe on my blog, which is my lactation muffins. For the best in fitness and nutrition for strong moms like you, so that you can feel strong from the inside out, make sure to hit subscribe and hit the bell below so you never miss a video from me. Hey mom, welcome back. And if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. My name is Denise Chiriboka. I am a holistic nutritionist and personal trainer for moms. If you haven't yet read about all the foods that can help stimulate breast milk, produce more breast milk, even bring on lactation, then make sure to head over to my popular blog post where I list all the foods that can help do this for you. I'll put that in the description box below. A few of these milk-producing foods are oats, as well as an herb called fenugreek. And while yes, you can drink fenugreek tea on its own, I did this a lot with my second child postpartum, and the problem was that the fenugreek tea made my body odor so stinky, and I just couldn't get rid of it unless I stopped drinking the tea. So I found a way to use the tea, but by incorporating it into this recipe. And by the way, this recipe you can also feed your kids as snacks as well as to your husband, and it won't make them lactate. So the night before you want to make your muffins, take out a fenugreek tea bag and just steep that in 1 cup of water for about 5 minutes. And then measure out 1 1/4 cup of old-fashioned oats. And after your tea is done steeping, you're gonna take out your tea bag and just mix in that fenugreek tea with the oats. And stir it and mix it up to make sure that all the oats are covered so that they can get nice and soft overnight. And cover it, and you can put it in the fridge overnight. So here are all the ingredients we're using: coconut milk or your choice of milk, an egg, melted coconut oil, vanilla extract, salt, baking powder, raw organic cane sugar, oat flour, and dark chocolate chips. And to start, we're gonna mix in all of the dry ingredients together first. So the oat flour, sugar, baking powder, and the salt. And you wanna mix that up really, really well. And once you're done, just set that aside. And now it's time to add the wet ingredients in, and really make sure that you're gonna break up those soaked oats. Like, use a good spatula, use a fork, really break them apart. So soaking the oats overnight or over a few hours is really important to break down some of the harder components of the grain, and it allows your body to absorb the nutrients better. Now, some people also have digestive upset and trouble digesting grains that have not been soaked. So if you're somebody who experiences bloating or constipation or diarrhea, any kind of digestive upset, I highly recommend just trying to soak your oats for a time. If you are somebody who likes to eat oatmeal in the morning, maybe you might want to try to soak it overnight and try that. Also, this is one of the first places that I start with all of my clients. I start to help them get rid of the bloating first, even if they don't think they have bloating. So make sure to download my Flat Belly After Baby ebook. In it, I have 10 holistic ways to reduce the mummy tummy, to get rid of the bloating look without surgery and extreme exercise and without dieting. So make sure to pick that up. The link is below. And now it's time to add the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. Mix it up till it's fairly mixed well, and then add in the chocolate chips. Now it's time to add in the dough to your silicone muffin sheets. This recipe makes about 18 large or normal size muffins, and with the little silicone ones, the sheet is 24. They come in packs of 2 or 3 sheets, I believe. And I love these silicone muffin sheets. So I have a link in the description box below where you can buy them on Amazon, because they have changed the way that I bake, and I no longer have to pry things out of the bottom of pans. So I'm just gonna fill up a little bit more on some of them. And then the rest of my muffins, so I have a bunch left. I can probably get 3 or 4 regular size muffins. And what I love about the styrofoam muffin sheets is that there is no waste. You don't have to worry, and your kids don't have to bother with peeling off the paper. So your oven's at 400 degrees, and make sure that when you are baking, they should be baked for 20 to 25 minutes, but that is a regular size. So since we're baking some small ones, I'm gonna check on them around 15-minute mark and see how they're doing so they don't burn. So while we're waiting for them to come out of the oven, leave a comment below and tell us what foods did you eat that helped you produce more milk. So why don't we check on these muffins? I didn't mention is how you're going to check for doneness. You're going to take a clean knife and you're just going to stick it in the middle, in the very middle of the muffin, maybe a couple of them, and see how your knife turns out. If it turns out clean, then it's done. Sometimes it's a little bit harder with the chocolate chips because they are melting and they're going to come off on the knife, but these ones are definitely done. So these small ones did take 15 minutes and the larger ones took 21 minutes. So just so you know. So make sure to place your muffins on a cookie sheet, cookie rack, so that they can dry or cool completely before you eat them. If you are like me, I always want to eat stuff and taste it first, but they really do need to cool. One other tip that I didn't tell you is if you are cooking or baking muffins like I have here, I only have 3 large ones and the rest are empty, I fill the rest of them with water so that it bakes evenly. Now you have the exact lactation recipe that a lot of my readers are loving. Make sure to download my Flat Belly After Baby ebook, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell below, and I will see you in the next video.